Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. It's me, Antonio, back with another video for you guys today. So, I talk about, spoke about my mom in the past and my father in the past, and it's gonna start drizzling. Different things like that. I don't have any brothers. I do have a half sister that's younger than me, about 2.5 years younger than me. And I think about the last time I talked to my sister, right around my birthday again, and I reached out to her to try to get some really to check up on her. She that's my only sister, so I have to check up on her every now and then. And the conversation got a little bit too heated. I'm not sure who spoke out of place first. But knowing her to be a church-going, God-fearing Christian woman, I try not to disrespect people's faiths. Even my father knows not to really talk about religion or talk about the Bible to me, because I get triggered about it. Some things in it are so fake, and I don't understand why people are holding on to it so much. So, hopefully my sister didn't feel like I was disrespecting her, even though I swear I didn't. It's not me saying, you could be Muslim, you could be Christian, you could be whatever religion that you want to be, but you need to respect people, no matter how old they is or young they are. It's not about what religion or how much respect your religion told you that you should have or that you shouldn't curse. The crazy part, being a Christian, the first person that let off a cuss word on me. So, well, I guess let's start dropping F-bombs since she's supposed to be a Christian. But that's my little sister, and I love her, and she's been going through her things lately. Again, people forget that the things that they say can affect them. It can affect the people around them. I don't want to speak too much of her business, but she accomplished the goal that my mom couldn't accomplish in regards to being married, and now that's on the rocks. I haven't really had that much information about it, but everyone wants to get up and go to family reunions and not even family reunions. We haven't had a family reunion in years. But these fake patriarchs and these fake matriarchs, they want everybody to come celebrate their birthday with them and things like that. And, jump when I say jump. When I say come, you guys come. Nah, you can let the rest of the people in the family do that. I have my own purpose in my own life and my own goals and own vision. We've done these things before in the past. We've partied and had, all these types of things, and now it's just older people. They're scared that they're gonna die, or they're afraid. Even with my cousins in my house living with me, their fathers are reaching out to them now, and it's like the man's about to get ready to turn 21. Now you want to reach out to him and be like, oh, this and that, and you need to listen to me and this and that. Like, no. And I will be the perfect person in my family to let all the younger ones in the generation know, like, you got your own life to live. It's not about your mom that committed suicide. It's not about your father that you don't know. It's not about your sister that don't understand where you're coming from. It's not about your brother that's living an alternative lifestyle. It's not about all these things. It's about you at the end of the day, and the things that you value and you stand on, the truths that you stand on. But that's family and that's friends, and everyone has their own. Again, we have to make sure that we are doing our parts for the most part. But my sister, my dear sister, she's actually a Gemini, the best compatibility with a Libra is actually Gemini, 2 air signs. And we grew up fighting like brothers and sisters typically do, and we got older, closer to our 20s, and we started to respect each other a little bit more. And throughout our 20s, we helped each other out, versus going back to mother's house. She came to stay with me a couple times. I actually stayed with her for like a first year. This is around the time where I actually met my BM too. But yeah, man, it's my baby sister. I love her very much. Quick storytelling, about dealing with things. Not only was I born in Florida and I grew up in Broward. Before I even grew up in Broward, I also lived in West Palm Beach, Riviera Beach. So pretty much all up and down southern and central Florida. North Florida is not too much of a foreign idea for me either. But I remember living in the hood of Riviera Beach, and we had neighbors and things like that. Very scandalous people. Very scandalous people. But closer to the Christmas time, we all knows what happens during Christmas season and things like that. People love to rob folks and things like that. Neighbors even, they try to share, but the envy there is too big, and that's why we have the whole crabs in the barrel mentality. But my sister, one night, as my mom was out again, and this is one of the things I come down on my BM about, don't leave the children home by themselves, no matter who's there, what aunt or what cousin you think is watching them. My mom left me and my sister home by ourselves. She was probably in her mid-20s, late 20s or whatever, and someone apparently broke in the house. Now, I can't remember much. I remember my sister trying to wake me up, but I was too sleepy. Again, this had to be at like maybe 9-10 years old. And someone was breaking in the house. They managed to steal a couple presents from under the Christmas tree. But my sister, man, she it wasn't a play dead type of situation, but I was already asleep. Of course, she tried to wake me up and I wouldn't wake up. So she just put the blanket or the sheet over me and she played sleep herself. So the no harm, no foul, just a couple degenerates wanting to steal a couple toys from under a Christmas tree. We wasn't really that well off, so whatever the toys was at that time, it wasn't really worth a lot, but it's just the whole life experience and the whole traumatization of, having someone break into your house. Ironically, I kind of have an inkling or feeling of something like that happening, but it's like Fred Hampton when he was drugged and the police ran up in the house and shot him while he was asleep. It kind of gave me vibes of that. Like, I remember my sister trying to wake me up or something like that. I think I let her sleep on the bed that night and I slept on the floor. And, we had to give a whole police statement and all that after the next day. My mom was very upset. Come to find out, we never found out who did it. But, these are things that we have to live through. Things that I have experienced in my life, having to play dead in certain situations or having to play sleep in certain situations. My sister putting the sheet over me and pushing me under the bed as I was sleeping and things like that. And her just, being able to keep her eye open as she played sleep in the house. She was able to give her statements and her descriptions and things like that. But, we had people in scullies and ski masks and stuff like that. So, being 9 or whatever age I was and looking back on my sister, her being only 7 or 6 or however she was at the time, is interesting. Thankfully no one lost their lives or no one got hurt. But that's just an insight, more of an insight into the person that I am. So when people call me things, or when people perceive things about me, or when people don't really know what I've been through, it's not just this life-saving surgery, this life and death surgery situation that I've been through in my life. That's just the cherry on top. I've gone through so many things in my life and experienced so many things. And this is around the time where I was a freaking safety patrol, the school police. They give you your little highlighter belt or your little orange belt, and they assign you to your post to make sure you help people cross the street, or you make sure people's not running through the hallways and things like that, But I was a cool safety patrol, man. I wasn't a snitch. Again, there's some good cops out there. There's some cops out there that's doing the things that they're supposed to be doing, like arresting racist rhetoric spewing folks out there, pull up summer and all that. But yeah, just a quick storytelling, talk about my life, talk about my sister that I rarely talk about, and things that she did to the things that my sister did, man. An unsung hero in my life, you know. I'm not an only child, and I'm very grateful to have a younger sister. So, you know, hopefully she's doing well. It's almost a year into my expansion, so I'm gonna have to start reaching out to a lot of my close friends and my close family members. But yeah, that's it, man. I love my family, love my friends. If I ever get followers and fans one day, more friends, I appreciate my friends. And that's it, man. Catch you guys on the next one. Love you.